Hello and welcome to this student's guide to using class charts. There are many useful functions that we use class charts for in school, but we'll have a particular focus on the homework aspect of class charts. So to log in, go onto an internet browser and then just type in class chart student and making sure that you are selecting the classcharts.com version. That is the student login link there. I'll click on that and it takes me to this page. Now, make sure that the student option is selected in blue there at the top, and then you need to enter your access code, which was provided to you in a sticker in your planner at the start of the year, or if you've forgotten it, you can use and ask any teacher to find out your access code and be able to give that to you to log in. You then enter that in there, plus your date of birth, and then press login. And then you find the behaviour dashboard and the kind of dashboard of class charts altogether. There are many features available on here. So it shows you your behaviour overall, any announcements that you can be aware of, pieces of homework, detentions and timetable. But as we said, we'd largely focus on the homework today. So click on homework, and this is the homework dashboard. Now, one very important feature that not many students are aware of is this orange calendar button. And at the moment, this is showing 38 days, which is the standard. That's the kind of default setting for homeworks on class charts. So going all the way back to the 19th of the 1st, which it says there is 38 days, but you can change the dates which you are looking at for your pieces of homework. So you can use the kind of the future and the next few weeks, so the next 30 days or the next 90 days by clicking on those, or next week. You can also select this week and then also time ranges in the past. So last week, the last 30 days, last 90 days, and even since August. You can also select your own set of dates as well. So if you know that a teacher is asking you about a piece of homework that was due 2 weeks ago, make sure that custom is selected and then click on the dates down the bottom and this pop-up will appear. So if I was looking at homeworks from 2 weeks ago, I'd be looking at this week here, started on the 11th. And what I'd need to do then is to click on the Monday, which turns it blue with a circle. And then if you start to drag across, you can select as many days as you want to in a row. And you can even do that by using the arrow to go to the next month and so on. But I only want these 5 days there. So I find the Friday, I click there, and now it's selected, and then I press OK. And so now it is showing, always check this text that's next to the calendar to make sure you're looking at the correct dates that you want information for. So you know when the homework was set, and obviously that is when it was due. That is also another feature you can change on your homeworks on class charts. You can set it to show by when the homework was created, and teachers can set what day it appears on your class charts. And you can also generally set it by the due date, so when the homework is due in. I would recommend that you use the due date as the standard, okay, and make sure you are using it there. At the top, you also have an overview of your homework for the dates you have selected. So there are 14 tasks that were due that week, 1 task that was submitted, and 13 tasks that remained open that week. They may have been carrying on into the next week. Okay, so just to go through these categories then and what they mean. So to do is current pieces of homework that you haven't yet completed, okay, and you haven't yet opened them and submitted any work. And just to show you this next category, so the completed category, there is completed as well as submitted. Completed is when you have ticked that you have completed that piece of work. So it's almost like a to-do list for yourself. So you can submit some evidence of your work and then tick it as completed, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, and that is just for you. The difference with submitted is that is when the teacher has reviewed your work and they have marked it that it has been submitted as they wanted it to be submitted and that they're happy with your work. Okay, so that's the difference between completed and submitted. Submitted late is that you have uploaded work, but it was after the deadline has passed. And not submitted is that you haven't submitted any work and the deadline has also passed as well. Okay, so very worth keeping a close eye on this one. So how do we view a piece of homework? Let's go to the to-do list and drop that down using the drop down. And let's just take one example. So let's have a look at this first one. So this science lesson. Use this little arrow to the left side and that will open up the information about the homework like so. Okay, and just to run through what this shows you. So that's the title of the homework, that's the subject, that's the class, and that's the teacher. That's the type of homework it was. So there's standard homework, so normal work you'd do at home, as well as blended learning, which is what you're currently doing in learning at home during lockdown. The issue date is when the homework appeared and the due date is when it is due in, and the estimated completion time is 1 hour. I will come back to this completed box in a second, but this is the general information about the homework and what you need to do and anything else that the teacher needs to tell you. Any attachments that would be very useful for you and obviously may form part of the task that you need to do are at the bottom here, and you can click that link and it'll open the attachment for you. When you have completed the work and you are happy that you can upload a piece of work, let's use another one as an example, okay, is the information's all there again, and then the attachments are available as well. And now you have an upload attachment button, and that allows you to upload evidence of what you've done. And once that's uploaded, it will appear just underneath the orange button just there. Okay. Once you've done that, I would then tick it as completed. Okay. And if we just show you what happens, it changes to completed at the top there. And if we close it down, we now see that it's gone from the to-do list into the completed list. And there it is. Okay, so remember that is a list, that is your own to-do list. That is very useful to keep in mind and to make sure you know the difference between completed and submitted. Okay, so that is the to-do category. You can also use these columns to reorder the table. Okay, so if I wanted to make sure that I wanted to see maybe, for example, which homework is the shortest time and which homework is the longest time, if I click in the column at the top like so and click again, it now reorders it. So it's got the shortest homework at the top and the longest homework is down the bottom. Okay, so I think it may have got slightly confused by the time categories there, but that's fine. And then finally is, how do I view feedback from a teacher? So in the any feedback will only appear in the submitted box at the bottom here. Okay, so I can see there is 2 pieces of work that have received feedback. And I can see that in this column here in yellow, and it's highlighted there. So to view the feedback, again, just open the task as normal. Okay, and then if you scroll down, under the attachments, you can see that there is feedback that has been submitted there. And if you've uploaded multiple attachments, you could have multiple pieces of feedback to look over. And the important thing is that you then go away and do something with that feedback so that you are proving that you are improving your work. And you could even, once you've done that, you could upload another piece of evidence to show that you have improved your work. And again, your teacher can review that and they can then give you further feedback on the work that you have completed. So that is an overview of class charts, and this guidance is available as a PowerPoint, which your teachers and your head of year will have. And also there is a document which provides guidance on how to actually upload pieces of work, because there may be issues with how you actually upload evidence. And as you can see, it gives you two options of using your phone or using your netbook to upload the evidence. And again, that is available from your head of year and from any of your teachers as well. Thank you very much.